Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
Hi, everybody. We'll come up with a better intro for next week. A lot of things happened, and there were 2 episodes. God damn it! I didn't have enough time to throw together a real intro. Trust me, I'll put together a better intro for us next week. I promise.
Swear to God, if they make us watch 2 episodes next week,
no, I don't think they're doing that. No, they're not going to do that.
They're not going to do it,
everybody.
Velma.
Welcome to our dual live review of Ncuti Gatwa Doctor Who. It is, Jeremy, listen, this is everything horrible that I thought it would be and more. I got to be honest with you. I knew I was going to be annoyed. I didn't think I was going to be appalled at the things I saw and heard in these 2 episodes.
I was. So, personally, they're awful episodes.
Yeah.
They didn't have the message that much in them, but god damn.
Oh, it was there, though. Oh, the message
it was there, but
there.
It was just so retarded, idiotic.
The writing is atrocious. This is the same man that wrote 2 seasons or several seasons, two Doctors, from Eccleston to Tennant, of actual good, heartfelt Doctor Who. And Russell T. Davies, has he been a lie his entire career?
I say yes.
I mean, so hi, chat. Across both our chats, hail and howdy to everybody. We hope you've had a good Saturday. I had a good one for most parts. It started with this shit, but then I played Stellar Blade and talked Star Wars for 2 hours, real Star Wars. So I haven't been having a bad day. It's been this. This hurts me watching this because it reminds me that this is lost.
I started drinking some of my Crown watching the 2nd episode. Like it's just so awful, atrocious writing. Take the 1st episode, for example.
Yeah. All right.
Nothing happens in it.
No, does it?
Until 40, not even 40. It has to be like 30 minutes into the actual episode.
Well, first it's I'm going to bring this up from time to time as we talk. We're not going to play it, but I'm going to skip through it. They spend the beginning of this episode recapping garbage we knew, also that they can then have girlfriend talk.
Well, yes. But here's the thing, and I started pointing this out. A lot of the things Ncuti Gatwa says, because they literally this takes place exactly after the Christmas special, and they just kept reciting everything from the Christmas special. But Ncuti Gatwa's out here going like, "Oh, I'm adopted. I'm the last of the Gallifreyans. Genocide killed my people."
Derby DK said, "I'm the only one of me in existence." Motherfucker! David Tennant 14.
Yes,
is right there.
Yes, all of them exist now. They all exist now. That is canon. Each one is alive and doing stuff. You are not alone.
He broke his own retarded canon already.
No, they broke his retarded. They broke his retarded canon when you have Ncuti Gatwa caring about what happened in his past, moaning about what happened in his past. When he bi-generated, it's like, I'm you without all the baggage and all the character development.
He doesn't have a past. He's a clone of the Doctor, just like his TARDIS is a clone. He has no past. He wasn't adopted. He wasn't. I mean, now we talked about this. There's not a lot of messaging, but the messaging there. This thing is so much about immigration. We thought this was going to be about abortion. That's what we thought this episode was going to be about. No, it's about immigration and refugees
and retarded governmental systems. Like I don't. What the fuck did I watch?
You watched creepy babies talking with lip movement. I mean, how effed up were you having? I was having trouble not freaking out watching babies go, "Oh, mommy and daddy. Oh, I'm so brave now. I'm going to be brave fighting the little motherfucker said doggo." They actually had that little bastard say doggo.
That's my line. Damn it. I'm sitting here watching them do this. I'm sitting here watching them put this content together, chip it out there, have people react to it. And in this episode, literally the first episode, it's exposition dump, exposition dump, exposition dump. They go to the past to see dinosaurs. They make a joke about the butterfly effect.
Oh my god,
which shouldn't exist.
She's protected by TARDIS. And they even go in the second episode, they make the point of saying, why am I not affected by the loss of music when we get the Devil's Chord? We'll talk about that. Because he says, because of me. No, because of the TARDIS. The TARDIS, whoever is inhabiting the TARDIS with the Doctor is protected by its temporal energy. Therefore,
paradox proof. Well, not perfectly, but
proof, but you're not going to feel the effects immediately. So when she steps on that butterfly, she should not transform into Lizard Girl.
Was it Lizard? Whatever. You get it. Yeah, she shouldn't. She shouldn't change. She shouldn't be able to do that. That's retarded. You're protected. And then you go inside and go like, oh, butterfly effect. The butterfly.
Oh, I gotta make the adjustments for a butterfly. Shut up. Just shut up. I mean, we'll show it to you right here. It's just, we're going to fly around. Oh, no, we're at Space Yard. We went too far ahead.
You went way
far.
Weird.
Here we go.
Right here.
Yeah. You got a good look at her. I'll play it for a second. You don't hear anything, but I hear everything.
Step on it.
I mean,
now she's changed.
Yeah, she should not be changed.
And then not RTD, Shudigatwa sucks off the butterfly and brings it back to life.
God, you know what he did? He breathed regeneration onto it, dude. He breathed. How? Listen, it's one thing. We know that when a Doctor is in pre-regenerational and post-regeneration mode, that a regeneration effects he can spread it out a little bit. He's been regenerated for a long time. Or no, he's not even regenerated. He's a fucking copy.
Yeah.
This idiot has never regenerated in his life.
He literally regenerated. No, he bi-generated. He split in two. As I said in the second one, fighting the guy, split my soul in two.
I mean, if everybody wants to understand, if you're joining us for this and joining us for the next 6 weeks of this crap as we go forward, we're not here to technically review it. We're here to roast it. We're here to freak out. We're here to shit on it. We're here to give you crazy reactions to it because that's all we can do. We're not here to talk about this to save Doctor Who. This is sort of a memorial service of sorts. We're here to parade around this corpse and show it off to you guys how bad it is. This is how bad this is right now.
We're talking about how bad it is because RTD is too busy having necrophilia sex with it. That's how disgusting
in between sex with Shudigatwa. So yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. So they break so much of this, and I'm going to save the first episode. The thing that really pissed me off at the end of the episode. I think you probably know where I'm going to go with that. But we're going to kind of go through it. So they go through this whole introductory crap, like you said, where they're expositioning. Oh, here's the adventures. We can do all this stuff. And they and I saw this in the trailer when we talked about this a few weeks ago. And I said, well, maybe there's context why suddenly the anti-gravity of the TARDIS goes away. Nope. He just throws it into gear and they're lifted off the ground. Like it. What?
Yeah, no reasoning.
No reasoning. Just
nothing makes sense.
And this is going to start this episode, but it really gets bad in the next episode. Remember how both Judy and Millie said, hey, we're going to be like two schoolgirls talking. It's maddening the way they talk to each other. It's TikTok talk, dude. It's what it is.
It's worse than TikTok talk. It's literally just
Zoomer?
Gossip Girl. It's Zoomer Gossip Girl level of talk. And it makes you want to just poke out your eyes because you regret life.
I lost brain cells from this, and I hadn't fully woken up this morning when I watched this. It was the first thing I did this morning. Literally, hair sticking up straight, eyes not quite focused, eyes still kind of crossed, and I sat down and I subjected myself to this dog shit. And it was ridiculous. And we also got to say, I mentioned how bad the dialogue is. The attempt at humor constantly. They're trying to joke every 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And it falls flat every time. There's no funny in this.
Some of the dumbest jokes come up. It would be during the baby segment when they're talking about the boogeyman.
Why
are you terrified?
It's the bogeyman, so they can make a booger joke about this whole fucking episode.
Why are you trying to terrify the children? Why are you enjoying terrifying the children?
None of this makes sense. So now, of course, Minnie's in there. He's got to take his jacket off so he can show his gay sweatshirt. Here's the ship. Here's the baby ship. Baby ship. Let's get a better shot at it.
I think you're. No, yeah.
I got to pause it just for transformative purposes here.
Yeah.
There it is. There's your baby ship.
Baby ship makes babies.
Because people, for whatever reasons, sometimes don't even kiss anymore. So they needed to make baby factories. Now that's scary, Dermy, because we've seen that propaganda shit in the past year of what the people who RTD sides with want to do. They want actual baby factories.
Yeah.
This you got to realize that they coat this with all the cutesy crap of these babies who are going to talk like semi-talk like adults, and we're talking genetically made babies without parents that are grown literally. We're going to show in a second here in tubes, because what they go through first, they face this beastie creature here. And remember when we discussed the trailer, we said, he says the one line, "Nothing is a monster, it's just something you haven't met yet." But then he runs like a little bitch. And then he has to complain about why he's afraid. And he questions the whole episode. Why was I afraid of this? Because it's a story and it has a harmonic pitch that hits the right wavelength to make you afraid.
Which that is actually a scientific thing.
But he's a Time Lord.
Yeah.
He's not a human.
He's not a human, but he has similar human physiology. It gets complicated, but you're right. It shouldn't affect him that way.
Yeah.
What should affect him is something that happens a little bit later, the whole airlock thing.
Yeah. So they run, and he runs from this creature. We don't get a good shot of here. This is ridiculous. And did you notice throughout all of this stuff when here are the babies? It's a good shot of the babies in their vials. Look, that's wrong, dude.
That's nightmare fuel.
That is nightmare fuel. But did you notice throughout this episode and the other one, he's crying all the time? Did you notice that? There's always a tear running down his face.
Because he's a little bitch.
I mean, we talked about this when we reviewed the Christmas special about him crying and this and that, and people tried to, your favorite screen cap from that one. We tried to we gave it an even feel of, okay, it's an emotional moment when he's talking to her mom, this and that. We'll give you a half a benefit of doubt. No, he's crying at the drop of a hat all the time in this. There's always a tear running down his cheek. You can always see the tear stain. This is not the Doctor.
God, these babies are terrifying.
Yeah, and it gets worse because then when the babies when you get the baby in the chair to come out, let's see if you get to what's his one's name.
God, I hate this scene real quick. I hate this scene because it's more exhibition dump. But at the same time, you get the exact same shot that RTD did with Rose and Eccleston.
Well, you know what he did there?
Then. Yeah.
He just like you went right where I was going to go. He retread his own shit. Oh my God, we survived. Except this time, Ruby says it, and not the Doctor. And I gotta say, I'm gonna say this now because as we go through, you guys are gonna see this as we go through all the whole episodes. He doesn't save the day in either of these episodes, does he?
No.
He does a little setup, but it's always for somebody else. And he has zero agency.
What does he actually do in this episode? Think about it.
He runs a lot. And
the most he did was recalibrate the station so that they could survive.
The remote control screwdriver did that.
Oh, that's true.
He didn't do shit. He turned it on and plugged it in and walked away. He didn't even do that.
He farted.
Well, the ship farted. We'll get to that one.
But he caused the ship to fart.
Yeah. So, well, you're right. What did he actually do? He did a lot of exposition dumping, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
He explained all this stuff. He talked about how everybody's special because when they get to the babies here, these babies that have the really bad CGI lip movement,
it's bad.
They're hugging the babies a lot and talking about how everybody's special. And gotta love it how especially got to talk to the black little Captain Girl baby, how everybody's special. You're all
The black
special.
Captain Girl baby.
Yeah.
The moment I saw it, it's like,
Yeah.
God damn it, you couldn't. How? Why?
Why?
I should have thought this was going to be the case, but why?
And here's what something doesn't make sense. When you see this earlier, we go back and say, we see I get a shot in the hallways. You notice in the hallways, look at all this artwork that's going on. None of these babies have the physical capability of doing this. It's as though somebody who's never had children thinks this is what children would do, but these are infants. They can't even walk. They talk like adults, they talk like old children, but they can't walk.
They're 6 years old. They've been like created to not grow up properly. They're stuck in strollers all the time.
And they have the understanding of they have the understanding of like a 4-year-old too. They have no comprehension. And this doesn't they put this shit out there not realizing that these little babies who have barely any grip strength, these are infants, these are yearlings at best. They have no grip strength to draw on a wall like that. And even if they did, they wouldn't be able to do it from those chairs that make them go everywhere. There's a lot of there's logical inconsistencies with how these babies exist.
Oh, real quick. In this episode, did you hear what they said? Star Trek might be canon in Doctor Who.
Oh, yeah, I caught that. Oh, can't wait to visit them. Go fuck yourself. And it's not even be our Star Trek. It's going to be Kurtzman Trek.
Michael Burnham.
Yeah, you can go visit Mikey Burnham and roast in that hell. All right? Don't go near real thing. It's ridiculous. They have no, like I said, it's illogical. So you got the babies, and of course, like you, I saw this and I thought, oh yeah, little black baby girl captain, of course. And how do you like it later when they're being chased by the bogeyman? Little baby black girl captain and her cohorts save them with the fire hose flamethrower.
How does that work?
I don't know.
I pointed it out in my review. There's no nozzle like control. It's just nozzle. So how do you turn it on?
They're barely even holding it.
Yeah.
I mean, let me see if I can skip to it real quick. Let me bring it down. Let me see if I get to that real quick here. I mean, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. When they're running from the monster, he's running again for the umpteenth millionth time. He's running like a scared little bitch. And
there's a lot bad
baby flamethrower
sets of scenes. We'll get to them. There's a lot bad. Oh my god.
Trying to find it. Oh, and by the way, we're saying bogeyman because that is the British term for the boogeyman, but they're also doing it because the monster they're running from is made of baby snot. 6 years worth of baby snot. And Millie Gibson gets a whole head full of it. Now, of course, I thought they were going to make a jizz joke because that's the joke I was ready to make. I was ready for that joke. But no, it's just snot. It's just snot. God, I can't find it.
They could have done a whole better moment of saying, hey, the boogeyman, whatever, boogeyman. I'm calling him Boogie because he's made out of boogies. He could have been made from dead baby parts and all this stuff.
Like, well, you could go dark. Babies. You could go dark. Here we go. I got it. Let's.
But no boogies.
Here we go.
Babies with a flamethrower.
This doctor constantly needs saving. He doesn't save himself. The doctor, yes, can the doctor be saved? Of course, he's been saved in the past, but this doctor completely he's incompetent. He's incompetent. He's not prepared for anything. Now, of course, he's like 5 days old. So of course he has no training, no ability. He's operating with somebody else's memories. But this is ridiculous. You're saved by babies with a 2 flamethrower.
I don't know how this works. This flamethrower doesn't make logical sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
See, she's barely holding it.
Look, you can see it's being held. It's being held, strapped to the side of the thing. Look, there's a strap holding it there. They don't have the grip strength. These are toddlers. These are infants. This is retarded.
Who put them in the the motorized carriages?
I don't know. Once again, the illogical nature of this entire episode. How do they get kept still? When this one, the one they're carrying here, when the one who wanted to go be brave and fight the bogeyman with a tiny sword, this one right here, how did he get out of the baby carriage and hide in the closet?
I don't know.
He can't move. This is a kid that can probably barely crawl. Oh,
He
just
can probably
No.
waddle a little bit. He can probably waddle, but he can't. How do you do this? This doesn't make
Find
sense.
him in a door right here.
No, they find him in a goddamn cupboard
because he smells his shit that he shit his pants.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We're on the scene. This whole scene of events is the most illogical, dumbest thing I've ever seen. So the boogeyman's down there and they want to save the little kid. So their idea to save the little kid is make a bunch of noise to draw the boogeyman to us.
And you noticed how Millie Gibson, Ruby, was the man about it. She's the one going out front being real authoritative. He's like, she's the one that got all authoritative about it.
But then as they're banging around yelling for the boogeyman, they stop. Because they know where the kid is. And they pick up the kid. It's like, see, we saved the day, but we attracted the boogeyman to us.
And then we get saved by babies with a flamethrower. And here's where I want to go with this part right now. You guys got to understand, they talk about the space babies constantly and how great and wonderful they all are. And there's a moment here where the nanny, the chick who's being nanny, this chick right here, who's like basically a janitor that got left behind.
No, she's an accountant.
Oh, she was an accountant? Okay.
She was an accountant.
Okay, I missed
Why
that.
the fuck are you on a space station?
Anyway, she's young left behind. She couldn't leave babies. She decides to kill the boogeyman. Now, we skipped over a part here. We go back and say the boogeyman exists because the computer program that runs the station can somehow tap into emotions and create things out of nothing, your memories or whatever, and created a villain so that the babies could be heroes. A monster so the babies could be brave here, so they could be brave or something. It's really stupid and really makes no goddamn sense.
It was because it was their learning system. It was all jacked up. So the system wanted to give the babies a story. So they made a boogie monster.
They made a snot monster.
And then we're supposed to feel bad when she's trying
there's
to
my
kill
point.
It.
She suddenly decides, let's kill the monster that's been terrorizing them and actually hasn't been destroying the station. It was just coincidence that it was roaming around there. The reason the station's being destroyed is for
years.
A literal shit backup. A clogged toilet is the reason this. I just realized that a clogged toilet is the reason baby spaceship space station isn't working, Dermy. A clogged toilet. What the fuck? So,
finish your point.
Here's the thing. This monster, the boogeyman snot monster, has not once shown any inkling of being misunderstood or having any sort of emotion aside from I want to rip you apart and eat you.
It was designed to be that way.
Yeah. So it has zero character presence. Yet suddenly, when Nanny here says, I'm going to kill this thing so it doesn't hurt my babies, which is the right decision, suddenly Dr. Tickle Trunks here, Doctor, I want to tickle your trunks. He decides, I'm going to save everybody, including the monster who hasn't done anything to show that it has any form of sentience to deserve saving other than being a monster.
I would say like the doctor would do that from time to time, but in this moment,
there has to be some sort of connection as to it's communicating.
Yeah.
It never tries to communicate. It just tries to kill them. See if I can get a good shot.
Just a monster.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that scene. I hate that scene so much because
where
they start after the boogies. They're laughing. She's screaming.
He's covered in snot, and he thinks it's a great joke. Again,
he's laughing. She's screaming, and the lair of the monster.
It's the whole Zoomer shit again. You're covered in boogers. I was happy. Don't you laughy? Don't you call me rubes? This is not how adults behave. This is not how the doctor behaves. Can you picture any doctor, and we don't count Dr. Karen Jody Whittaker, can you picture any of them actually behaving like this?
No.
No. None of these gentlemen behind me would behave like this.
Matt Smith probably would be a little jokey, but he'd
make a snide remark.
Yeah, snide remark. Same with Tenet, but they would still be taking the whole situation serious the whole time.
Yeah. He'd be thinking of a way to get out of this. No, I'm making fun of snot jokes, and then here comes the monster. Was that it? There's sort of a shot of it there. Let me see if I can. They're running. He's running again.
Disgusting shot.
They're running again.
Disgusting monster.
Well, there it is. It's now being sucked out the airlock. And here's the thing. Once again, here it is. It is being sucked out the airlock because Nanny used them as bait. The doctor allowed himself to. He didn't realize he was being used as bait to lure the monster in a trap. Jeremy, isn't that kind of what the doctor would do? Use other people to do something to affect the plan?
Yeah.
So Nanny did a doctor, and the doctor did a pawn move. So it's being sucked out.
He did a Rory move.
Ooh, that's a deep cut right there. That's a deep cut. But he stands there, and suddenly, as this thing's getting sucked out, he decides it needs to be saved. As we said, there's no reasoning behind this.
It's because it's the only one that exists of its kind.
Oh, yeah, that's his reasoning. There you go. It's snot.
I see myself in Snot Monster.
Well, he's seen himself in other gooey situations like that.
But we've jumped over this, and before we move on from this scene, because this is a retarded moment.
He's having this flashback to everything, and it's just so stupid. And then we're supposed to feel sorry for this creature. I don't.
Look, go back to the reason all the humans left.
They ran out of money.
The government was in a recession, so they decided to shut down the stations, but it was illegal to turn them off. So we're just gonna leave them alone.
There's your abortion thing. I think we thought was going to be in here. It's some sort of weird dig at adoption versus abortion. I'm confused.
I don't get it. I guess there's like you could see abortion, like forced birth, over and over and over again, but it's like,
I think that's it. I think you stumbled upon it. They're trying to say this is what happens when you don't allow us to have control of our. Stop myself. I'm just, it's so retarded because the government shut it down, but they didn't say, hey, because we can't afford to do this anymore, we have to make it illegal or find a loophole to shut it all down. Yeah.
And then an accountant stayed behind.
Yeah, because the accountant is the one that somehow knows the right thing to do or whatever.
Apparently.
But
by the way, one of the ship crew, you only see it when they're doing the whole signing off and protest. Mm-hmm. It's the old lady from the first episode.
Really?
Yeah. She's in both episodes.
I missed that. I guess I remember I was probably half awake watching this. So I caught other things, but I didn't catch that. But this whole moral conundrum of it has to be saved just because it's a unique like him. That's bullshit. And then suddenly at the end, when everything's saved, you want to talk about the airlock scene here.
This is retarded.
Yes.
They were already saying the air's basically gone at this point. So you open the door, you jump in there, Gallifreyan or Time Lord or whatever. Actually, he's not even a Time Lord. He's something completely different.
Not well.
His physiology. This thing's physiology is still relatively similar to human physiology.
Yeah.
So you open up the door within all sorts of past Doctor Who episodes. Whenever you go outside to space, you gotta have a spacesuit on.
Unless the TARDIS is creating a safe bubble around itself.
Yeah. He opens up the door in an airlock that's jettisoning out air. You should one of two things: either explode or implode because all your oxygen's just been taken out.
You have to expel all air in your lungs before you go into an unpressurized environment.
Yeah. Or he gets crushed to death by the pressure. Because everything's being pulled out. He's getting pressed up against that thing. He should be crushed to death.
Yeah. But nope, he makes his arm move. He tells his arm, look, he's crying. Look.
Yeah.
He's crying. There it is. He's crying again. It's like the third time in the episode he cries. He cries early on with the babies. He cries emotionally during this position, and he's crying right here. But he makes it move, and then everybody's gonna be happy, and everybody's celebrating. And then when they're all celebrating, the freaking monster howls like the doggo, going, "I'm happy!"
Well,
like suddenly it's tame. What did you do to tame it?
I don't know, but think about this, okay? They're chastising the nanny for trying to kill it when little black baby caught it on fire.
Yeah, she tried to burn it.
So aren't you guys bad? Aren't the babies evil here?
I think they are.
Everything here. Then, hey, we want to go to this one planet that accepts a bunch of refugees. That's great. It's wonderful. They accept all refugees, no matter who or what they are. They just don't go out and get them. So how are we going to get there, guys?
We're going to get there with the stored shit that's been piling up for 6 years.
We're going to fart.
I'm going to wait. I'm just trying to time it here.
A literal fart. From a literal butt.
It farted. That's a fart, guys. It's literal. It's shit gas because the shit had been piling up. That's why the ship wasn't working, because shit had been piling up for 6 years and not getting flushed. This is ridiculous. And I think there was I don't remember. I think it was earlier. Let me go back. Because I thought it happened in this scene. It was earlier in the show. Oh crap. When they arrive, just because when they first arrive and he's showing off the planet to Ruby, or maybe it was that scene. Hang on, let me play it for a second. Hold on a second. It literally,
it looks like Coruscant.
It is Coruscant. It literally is Coruscant. Shut up, you little bastard! You guys can't hear what we're saying. Crap, where is it? Damn, that wasn't it. I can't find it. I should have found it later. They literally had a shot of a planet. It was Coruscant. It was literally Coruscant. Disney involved. Now, when they go back to the Ruby's current time, she's trying to play it off like, oh, they haven't been anywhere, and they blew up the kitchen again with the TARDIS landing there, and he's scanning Ruby's DNA. And he made this big speech earlier in the episode about how Gallifreyans weren't really big on names and all that kind of stuff. We're all titles. And I think this is what pissed me off the most in the episode. As he's leaving to go say hi to mom and grandma, he says, "Well, yeah, on my planet, they really weren't that big on titles, and my name is." He told it. Fucking secret Gallifreyan name, Dermy.
We don't know his name.
We should never know his name. But it's a Doctor Who?
Doctor Who? Doctor Who?
He told them his name.
One of the biggest plot points during Matt Smith's era, I think it was towards the very end of his run, was Doctor who.
It was right
His
before
name
we
was
learned about
important.
Trenzlore. It's right after he comes back from faking his death. And the head says, Doctor Who? The biggest name that should never be answered.
Who? Yes.
Doctor Who?
The biggest question. The most important question.
Well, you know what the truth is? He walked out the door and says, "Hi, I'm Shudigatwa," because this is Shudigatwa.
Yeah.
Thank the doctor. But
hi, I'm Shudigatwa. Do you have a butt plug spare for me?
Oh, God. It was...
Oh, wait, I'll just shove my fuck you. Everything shit.
That is the worst thing. And the shills are praising. I saw a shill article praising them for dancing around the one taboo thing you should not do in Doctor Who. No, that was just wrong. You don't tell literally a girl you met an hour ago, because it takes place right after Christmas special. You don't tell her your secret name that nobody knows, and not her fat. And I'm going to say this now: her fat gay foster, because they let that slip. Did you catch it in Devil's Chord that her mom is gay?
Her mom's a lesbian.
I mean, we joked about it during the Christmas special. We made jokes. We had no evidence. Well, there it is. Her mom's gay. Carl Foster mom's gay. Real quick, on Dermy's side.
No, that's your side.
That's my side?
Yeah.
It is my side. Oh, it is my side. And Magic. Hi, and Magic. See, I don't get member messages often, so I miss it. Hi, and Magic. Member for 6 months of the Guardian level. What the hell am I watching? And you're watching us lose our shit over bad Doctor Who. Is what you're doing. You're watching bad fan fiction written by a man who we question was even legitimate anymore. So thank you, Anne, for being a member. I appreciate it. I'm sorry. I thought it was Dermy's for a second because we're simulcasting and I get confused. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. But this didn't end here, because last night we were treated.
We also forgot.
Oh,
we forgot to mention the whole Millie Gibson, more about her past and who she really is.
She is the girl who's the key to everything, and that really comes out in Devil's Chord. She's the girl who's key to everything.
She manages to make everything snow by her memories. Then, and the TARDIS starts snowing again after he goes out to tell them his name. Girl that's key to literally everything. And then we have the Devil's
Chord. Listen, Space Babies was retarded. Devil's Chord is a nightmare.
I wanted to drink the whole time.
It is a nightmare because I didn't think we were going to get. I didn't look at what the release titles were, and even if I did, I didn't know that this was going to be the Jinx Monsoon episode. Now, for those who may not know, Jinx Monsoon is a drag queen.
Okay, I thought it was a trans for a moment. I couldn't tell.
No, it's from RuPaul's Drag Race. That's where this person comes from, I believe. Correct? Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this is a person from RuPaul Drag Race, which makes it a drag queen. But they still make a choice to try and give us pronoun bullshit at the beginning of the episode, which starts off with some rando dude teaching music in 1925. And
to a random thing.
To a kid who is a manifestation of the maestro. We thought it was going to be called the music master. No, it's called the maestro. And he comes up with a chord. He comes up with a forgotten lost chord called the Devil's Chord.
A forgotten lost chord that was banned by the church called the Devil's Chord. And then he specifically says, yeah, it's actually a very simple chord. It's just...
But he's a genius, Dermy.
Yes, he's a genius.
And only a genius could come up with chords.
Yeah.
So
only a genius could find it.
He's playing the chord, and the kid's like, let's go. But it turns out the kid, and let's play it. Here it comes. I'll just show it to you.
Somebody there? It's a joke?
It's a joke. Somebody playing a game. And then here comes the face that's going to spawn 1,000 million memes right now. Oh, I went too far ahead of it.
Yeah.
Normally I do this stuff for my videos where I specifically cut out a 10 to 50 second clip so I don't get hit, but I have to be careful on this because we're live streaming it, because I don't have this all timed out right now. Here it comes.
Hello.
Oh my God.
That is a face of Pure
That
death.
really is. That really is. And real quick, and Magic 4, $10 Canadian with a super sticker. That's a bowing pair. Thank you. And thank you, Ann, for that $10 super sticker. I much appreciated. But now back to
The
this
face
thing.
of pure nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah, this it's really creepy the way his voice, he tries to do a girl voice and then will periodically go to horrible man voice, psychotic man voice. It's disturbing, Dermy.
I hate the Celestials. So the Celestial Toymakers first episode all the way back in the day.
Well,
okay.
The Maestro is his progeny, apparently.
His son.
And they're old gods. They're old. He actually says old gods.
Yeah.
Shooty God was his old gods at one point.
They're all gods. So now you're dealing with a pantheon of Celestials.
He says the pantheon. You're right.
Yeah.
He says the pantheon.
The Celestials are broken individuals that when you introduce it into Doctor Who, you could do it once every 60 years.
We just got it back to back.
We got it back to back. And the problem with the Celestials is they break all the rules because they are not of our world. Time, space, everything like that does not work with them. They can do whatever the fuck they want. And when you're putting that in Doctor Who, that means you just destroyed all the rules. There's no purpose to everything. And things happen just for the sake of things happening.
Yeah. Also that the Doctor can be put on his heels.
Mm-hmm.
It's also that the Doctor can look like he's in a desperate situation. And the thing is, Ncuti Gatwa was in a desperate situation this whole episode. He didn't have a plan. Not once.
Mm-hmm.
So this creature, the Maestro, steals. Oh my God. This offends my eyes. This is an ugly individual.
Yeah.
And it offends me to look at this. And they behave ugly too. It'd be one thing if you had a pretty person behaving ugly. That's talent. That's art. This is an ugly person behaving ugly, and it's disturbing and difficult to watch. I had a hard time watching this episode. I'll be brutally honest.
I started drinking during it.
Yeah.
I started.
Did it help?
No. Just made the review harder to do.
Yeah, so this little thing, the kid is a manifestation of the Maestro, and the Maestro basically eats this.
It's his herald.
Look at this. I am skipping 10 seconds. You can see this. And it's always horrible to look at.
Oh God. Overacting, over emoting, a horrible actor. Not pretty to look at, offensive to all natural eyes. Later on in the episode, their lipstick starts getting all fucked up, and it looks like they have a busted lip.
I wasn't even looking that closely. I was trying hard not to look. I really was. It does a lot of screaming, does a lot of yelling. It's terrible. It's disgusting. So he steals his music soul and apparently and then breaks the fucking this idiot breaks the fourth wall at least 3 times in the episode. And Ncuti Gatwa does it as well.
Yeah. Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. Just starts playing the intro. Just starts doing it because they're Celestials. They can do whatever. They're all powerful. The whole premise of the episode doesn't make sense, and honestly, is so the antithesis of Doctor Who.
We've also got a serious. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's the antithesis to Doctor Who, saying that humans are monsters. Yet again, we are horrible individuals.
Yeah. Without music, we destroy ourselves because we're deep. We don't have a way to express anything. Ever hear of literature? Ever hear of art? The Van Gogh episode, literal art. We've already expressed in the Doctor Who universe that art can affect the soul. Music isn't the be-all, end-all. It helps. It's great. It's beautiful. It is a great accompaniment to everything we do. But we wouldn't have Armageddon without music.
They've done episodes on Van Gogh, art, actual pictures, are windows to the soul. We had Shakespeare, dialogue, our speech, windows to the soul. We have ways to express ourselves, but music, we all become barbaric monsters.
Yeah. And here we are now. I think it's been months because the last episode took place at Christmas. It was still Christmas in Ruby's time. This is now July. At one point, they mentioned July. So they've been doing shit for about 6 months together now. And they talk like assholes. Once again, the Zoomer talk is insufferable here because here's the thing. They decide she wants to go see the Beatles.
Because her mom had a girlfriend that loved the Beatles.
Like the Beatles, exactly. And right here, once again, there's no volume, but it looks like he's going to be angry. But instead, it's, yay, we're so happy. Now, here's the thing. They're about to leave, Dermy. And go on. Now
I know what you're about to say.
Every doctor and their companion, wherever they go, doesn't matter what they're wearing.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Nope. We got to dress up. We got to play dress up because we're gay.
Yeah. Can I say something, though? In that moment when it's, oh, my God, we're going to go see the Beatles. That's an amazing idea. Everybody always comes to me, says that they want to see the Titanic. They want to see Mars. They want to see Bethlehem. But Beatles is perfect. Wonder why they threw Bethlehem in there.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw an article about that today. Did you see that article too, Jeremy?
I have not seen that article.
Oh, yeah. They're going to go at some point try and visit Jesus. They want to go visit Jesus.
They're going to make Jesus gay. I'm convinced they try to make Paul McCartney gay in this episode.
Oh, listen. If they had had any balls, they would have made a Yoko Ono joke at some point in this. They'd had any balls. So I just want to go home and find something. I would have said, well, you probably should just go home. Don't go to America. Don't go Yoko Ono. Don't do that. Did he meet her in America? I don't know. I don't know my Beatles history.
I don't know. I'm not a Beatles fan.
I'm not a Beatles fan either. That's the thing also. You guys got to understand, I don't like the Beatles. I could think of one song, maybe two that I like. Not a Beatles fan.
Live in the Yellow Submarine.
No, that's not one of them.
Submarine.
No.
I don't like their music.
I mean, I like Guns N' Roses' Live and Let Die. I don't like their Live and Let Die. I like the Guns N' Roses cover of Live and Let Die. So
Come Together. There's a cover of Come Together that I like.
I like Shake It a Baby now. Shake It a Baby. Twist and Shout. I like Twist and Shout. But I like two, maybe three. That's it. And either way, but they had to change their costumes. They got so gay about it. Dermy, even you could say they were so gay about dressing.
They were. I can't. It's not on my stream, so I can't say what I want to say. They were uber gay.
Fabulous.
They were. Wait. Real quick, remember last episode, with the previous episode? Yeah, Judy got to literally like, I'm fabulous.
Yeah, he did.
I hate this. The only upside to this is Millie Gibson jiggles.
Oh, Millie Gibson's a beautiful girl. She's a beautiful girl. I think she should actually go with her natural hair color of dark. You can see her roots. It's like, baby, just go brunette. You'll be hotter. Trust me, you'll be hotter.
This hairdo is not doing it for her.
No. Now I would like to actually show this. I would like to show this shot of her, not him. He looks all out of place. Because my mom is a maven for fashion and hair. She was in the hair industry and fashion, and she grew up in the 60s. I would like her to tell me if this is accurate. That's what I want to know. Now, we have to remark for a second. We just mentioned the 60s. They are in 1963 right now, and they actually have the gall, when they're talking about family and what time it is, to say, I'm actually here right now. He says, I'm here right now. David Hartnell, doctor, is right here. It's right there. Mm-hmm. And he has the gall to say it. And that throws a massive monkey wrench in this, Dermy, because what did you think? That the actual doctor would sense there's something going on.
Yeah, the actual doctor would be like, what the fuck's going on right now?
They played out a scenario where the real doctor, the first doctor, is there. This man right here is there. And he doesn't get involved? And he talked, and Shooty God was going, "Oh, we don't want to do paradox." Honestly, any time, this should be a fixed point in time, Dermy. He should not be allowed to go anywhere near London while the First Doctor is there.
Mm-hmm.
He should not be allowed to go here. Fixed point in time. Not Earth, any point in this period of time, he should not be allowed to be here.
Well, he shouldn't, but the thing is bifurcation. The bifurcation fucked everything up. They all exist right now. William Hartnell's alive. Each one of them is alive at this point in time. They can all do stuff. So this whole I'm the only one. No, Tennant's alive. Both Tennants are alive. Capaldi's alive. Everybody's alive.
Even taking that part out of it, there literally is the current David Tennant Doctor is still alive, playing footsie with Man Rose under the table.
Yeah. All these people are alive, and they don't come and go like, "What the fuck's going on here?"
They can't keep their own goddamn fan fiction canon straight.
Yeah.
And it does nothing but ruin actual canon. So they
mentioned the granddaughter.
Yes.
They mentioned his granddaughter.
He doesn't want to know. Not his granddaughter, because it's not his, because he's a fucking clone. But they just keep double tripling down on Timeless Children.
Yeah.
They keep double tripling down on it, quadrupling, quintupling.
Oh, okay. Can we play that scene though when they're walking?
Oh, sure.
You know damn well why I want to play that scene.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm seeing that.
That's a wonderful scene. That's a good scene.
Listen, they got one thing right this season. They brought back a pretty girl. There hasn't been beauty in Doctor Who in a long time.
God damn, Millie Gibson. Whew.
Yeah, I thought that's a beautiful girl. I would do all. Dude, she's over 20. I can have these thoughts and these ideas. I would. Call me a dirty old man. I don't care.
Call me a dirty freak. I don't give a shit. I do a lot of heinous things.
Well, dude, you're actually her age. So I'm the old man here.
She's still younger. I'd still do heinous things. Dude, this woman.
3 years is not too much younger than you.
No, whatever.
To me, it's decades with me, and I still.
She is highly attractive, and in this scene, RTD. I'm standing on this side. RTD knew we need one scene like this. I'm gonna give him that pass because that's a good scene. They all knew what was going on there.
Yeah, she's a very, very pretty girl. She's got a great body. Not great actress. I mean, the dialogue, the acting in this is appalling. This episode,
she's about mid. She's not the greatest we've ever seen, but she's not the worst.
This could be a stepping stone if she actually was really good, but it's not. But it's not. Also, this is horrible anyway. What I'm saying. Anyway, so they're going in here, and they go to watch the Beatles play, and everybody sucks.
By the way, First Lady they meet is diverse, and they say Janet Janet said to take a break. Thank you.
Is that a man or
that's a woman? That's a woman.
That's a woman.
And she says
Jamaican.
Thank you.
That's Jamaican.
Yeah,
Jamaican. I had a Jamaican nanny when I was a kid, so I know this thing. I pronounced words with a Jamaican accent for the first vocal year of my life when I was 1. So I was speaking like 1 year old. I would say cot instead of cat. And they had a hard time breaking me of that accent for a while. Yeah, so you got to have the Jamaican. What is he? Service lady. She's bringing
tea lady.
Tea lady. She got.
I think cafeteria worker.
Well, you know, what would have been great if they'd broken out the psychic paper.
Yeah,
like always.
I don't know why they don't use the psychic paper. You have psychic paper. Why are you having to do all these things?
Why do we have to pretend we work here? It's like psychic paper. It would work. They could say, I guarantee, Braille psychic paper, they would think, oh, you're from this record company or this radio station. That's what they would see, that you're a scout or something, not, and I love it how after that, they just go wherever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Wherever they want.
And what they discover is, so you ate the spirit of music? You killed the spirit of music?
there's no reason to why they don't play music anymore. That's the thing too. Did she, for the past 40 years, did Jinx Monsoon eat up all the music? I thought for a second they would go the route of somebody realized there was a problem and they banished music.
That's what it kind of sounded like. They weren't allowed
Yeah,
to
so
do
it
it,
would
and they
keep her
don't want to
contained.
do it.
Yeah.
By the way, lady right behind him in the pink scarf, same old lady from the first episode.
Oh, so that's her.
Yeah.
Okay, no way I would have recognized her in that. I would not have recognized her from the first episode. Not at all. So they
Yeah, I
decide
had to wait till she talked.
Okay, yeah, I didn't catch it.
So.
All right, so getting through this, they talk to the Beatles or Paul and John to try and figure out what's wrong, and he senses the maestro, and they think they're gonna make some music. What?
I swear they pulled a homophobia. I swear they pulled a homophobia.
Oh, you people, it's not right.
And
Yeah,
your
they did. They did
ways.
that,
It's
or
like,
black people. That or black people.
Yeah,
you go either way with it.
it was
They did
one.
that, yeah.
I was like, they did it. They did it. They pulled a homophobia.
So they're gonna try and play music, and it summons. But also, he says this line right here. Did you catch the line? Oh, you played for all those lesbians. It was great.
That was was it him or was it somebody else?
No, it's her. No, well, somebody says it when you're playing.
I think it's Jinx that said it, because the song she was playing was about her best friend getting her heart broken by another woman.
Yeah. God. Anyway, and then here comes the maestro gonna pop out of this piano.
Although all the people are like coming.
Oh yeah.
The one woman starts crying. The ambiguous, diverse guy starts coming in his pants. Fat guy starts feeling great, and the old lady goes like, "I haven't felt this way in years. Nobody's touched me that way in years."
You notice he's running like a little bitch again.
Yeah, and it's because the maestro giggled.
It's the giggle. The giggle. He runs like a bitch, and we get this whole thing where he pulls out the only trick he can think of to take away all sound, but it only works once against celestial gods. Can't fight it. Oh,
I don't know how Jinx won.
Here's what I think it was. I think using the tuning fork canceled out the sonics of the Sonic.
I don't get it. I don't.
It's retarded. It doesn't matter. It is retarded. No matter how you try to figure it out, it's stupid.
Maestro's one of the strongest beings in the universe then, because he says, I control, this is later, he says, I control literally everything that produces sound or vibration. I control it, and all atoms can make sound and vibration.
I know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Then they run like little bitches, and then she
kills the grandma who just wanted to masturbate. She killed.
Are we calling music masturbation now? Is that what we're calling it?
That's what I'm calling it, because that old lady, when she was hearing music for like the first time ever and had this urge, she was like,
and right here, gonna break the fourth wall again. Let me slide it back just a little bit. Gonna break the fourth wall again, right there.
It's my intro, my thumbnail.
It's gonna break the fourth wall. There it is.
Yeah. Comes out.
Oh. Here it comes. I hate you. I hate you.
I hate every second of this. This is my thumbnail for tomorrow, anyways.
Yeah. Now they run away. Now he cries.
Now he's crying.
He cries some more. He cries some more.
Because he doesn't know how to deal with celestials. He doesn't know how to beat these people. And the last time it split his soul in two. He can't do it again.
I can't dock with another man. It's too soon again. I can't do it.
Yeah. You can do it. You can survive, but I don't blame him for being freaked out, because this is why I hate the Celestials. They break all sense of reality. They break what is Doctor Who, and putting them in there makes everything pointless. Things just happen.
It makes sense.
Things happen.
It makes sense. The toy maker was absent for 60 years because they realized, hey, let's not do this again.
Yeah,
let's not do this again,
because it breaks everything.
So they run away.
You can only do it once in a while.
They run away and they go to the future, and we talked about this, the Armageddon, and then they face off against their God.
Oh God.
This is when Jinx, an even more powerful version.
This is when Jinx is telling them their whole plan.
He tries to crap in the rules of playing a game. You have to tell the rules. You can't cheat.
Yeah.
And Jinx fucks with the TARDIS. Is that possible?
Because Jinx has all power.
Yeah.
Jinx is the
right.
strongest.
I know you keep saying that.
That's what they say, but his entire plan is, I want to take away all the music in the world because humans will then become monsters and destroy themselves, and then everybody will end up destroying themselves because they won't be able to play music.
And so I can have the natural music, just like the wind, the Aeolian, it was called
Aeolian sounds or some shit like
that.
Just the natural sounds. That's what I want. But it's like, but you control music. You do music. Don't you want people playing music? What? I don't get it.
It's as though they wrote this story on a napkin and then wiped their ass with it and said, "Hey, look, this is fine."
Yeah, because everything that happens now is even more retarded.
Their whole plan is to find the chords to seal the maestro, and only a genius can find the chords. So they go through this whole retarded fight. First of all, first there's this where Ruby, oh god, that's ugly. Ruby is the key to everything, but they have a music off where they play instruments at each other. I mean, that's
they establish that Ruby has connections to the celestial,
to the first one, the old one, the first one, the oldest of the old gods.
Yeah.
Why was he even doing that? Because she tries to take her song and is like, wait, he's there. What is he doing there? It's not right. Now they have the music off. Yeah, they have the music off. And then he tries to beat her by making the perfect tones to lock it away. But he can't quite do it because he's not a genius. And then they get beat up and trapped in instruments, also that we can have John Lennon and Paul McCartney come together. See that, Jeremy?
Come together. But think about it. They had a music off in which the doctor was finding each key, and his reasoning for finding each key is because he's lost. Is all the baggage that he doesn't have is helping him find each and every key, and then he fucks up right at the end, and then everything falls apart. And then Paul McCartney, the Beatles save the day because they're geniuses.
Because they come together right now. But you realize right here though, they almost had a doctor moment. They almost had a doctor moment where I've got you figured out. But no, then he has to fuck it up because they have to have Paul and John save them.
Yeah.
So they
have to have the musical geniuses of the Beatles save them.
Yeah. Yeah. And I saw pointed out that they didn't even get apparently John Lennon's glasses right, apparently, according to, I saw the chat say that. He's not even wearing the right glasses. Here it is. There it is. They didn't even get the right glasses on him. Jeez. That's pathetic. That's pathetic. Get it right. Get things right. The little details matter. They matter. So Beatles save the day and music is restored just in time so that then did you even watch the music video, Dermy? I didn't.
I did.
You did?
It's just them.
Pointless. It's
singing
pointless.
and dancing.
They have a musical number to end the show for no reason other than to have a musical number.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. I don't know if that's me or you.
You sound fine to me. Chat, am I breaking up? Because I don't see a little signal thing. I seem to be fine.
That might have just been me.
I think it might have been you.
They just had a musical number to have a musical number. You didn't watch the whole thing, right?
I started it and I said, F this, I'm out. Because I realized, wait a minute, it's over. This has nothing to do with the story. I'm done. Yeah. I'm out. I'm going to eat lunch.
So then at the end, when they go back to the whole crosswalk.
And I saw that part. Because I thought they were going to actually have some story.
Everything just, the crosswalk is a piano.
Yeah. Yep. And then he's going to fourth wall break.
I hate this.
Fourth wall broke early. Yeah, it's ridiculous. This was a joke. It was, there was some agenda in this episode because they're pushing the not so secret agenda. There was pronouns at the beginning, but what's bad about this is just it's appallingly written. It's appallingly acted. and it shows it, and it just shows no respect for the lore of Doctor Who, and it's gone. And I don't know what else to say. And that it's only going to get worse because we haven't even gotten to
It's
the
just gonna
gay
keep getting
episodes.
worse.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know
It
what
is
next week's episode
just
is.
gonna continue getting worse over each week.
Ugh.
And
Yeah.
remember, I couldn't find the clip for last night. There will be episodes in which they address the fact that he's black now.
Yeah, he said so. He has said so. Shooty Gatwa has said so. They're gonna
Why?
talk race.
Like Doctor Regeneration. Regenerating to a woman is retarded because the doctor's a man.
Yeah.
The fact that he's black is literally nothing.
Meaningless. He's the
It's
doctor. He
literally
should be the
meaningless.
doctor. That's all that matters.
Yeah. There's no point in it. And I know we have a troll in chat. Just let him scream because he's a stan.
Oh,
bleeding.
I didn't even notice. Oh, it's in your chat. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He can cry all he wants. I don't
Yeah.
care. It's shit. And the best part about this, I have to wait a week, at least for the streaming data. As of right now, because it's airing on Disney Plus, no Disney Plus shows have been tracking.
Yeah, we'll come back next week. We'll talk numbers next week. I'm sure. All right, but so Dermy, we're in for a horrific ride for the next 6 weeks.
Oh, Bleeding says he's just trolling us.
Oh, okay. See, we don't.
Okay.
You guys got to understand. We get actual trolls, so we don't know
get
the difference.
hard. Listen, when you guys are trolling us in chat, if you guys are trolling us, let us know you're trolling us. We get hardcore stands.
Yeah, we get weirdos who actually tell us to Minecraft ourselves. You got to understand that. As low as we are in the on the YouTube totem pole, we get special weirdos sometimes who tell us to do horrible things. So we don't always know. So thank you. If you're gonna fun with us, great. We don't mind. Have your jokes, fun troll that. But it was
Bleeding Edge. They said there would be abortion, but it's one of those things like I don't know if they meant to do it or if they what's going on, but I think we figured out
lost
it's because
their own message.
Yeah. I think it's because of forced birth over and over again is bad, but
yeah, I mean, if you want to hear our comments on Space Babies, you can go back to the first part of the stream. And Dermy has his own review coming out tomorrow.
I have first one's out already.
Okay.
The first one came out at 6 today. The second one will be coming out at noon tomorrow.
Yeah, I've been streaming for the past 3 hours. I have no idea what's going on.
So because of what date they're putting these out and what time, they're always going to be a day late just because of how I have to do shit on Fridays.
Yeah, and for me, you will guys, every Saturday going forward, there might be one time change on the 25th because I have 3 streams to do that day on this channel. One of them being the Star Wars Day stream, the real Star Wars Day stream, and we have to do drive-in first, so we might have a slight shift on that day. Derby will talk about that. But other than that, we will be here every week at 8:30 until this is done on both our channels here to talk about it. We do this for you guys, so you don't have to, and we give you the outlet.
Coping.
And it's coping and roasting the hell out of this because we are gonna. This was bad, but it's only gonna get worse. And
next week is the episode done by Moffat. It says Tonichi.
Yep.
I saw the trailer. I don't know. Again, like even this episode, so the first episode garbage. I don't even know what they were trying to do there.
It was illogical.
This episode,
the first episode, this one was just insulting and horrible, is what it was.
It was insulting and horrible, but the concept, humans have lost all sense of music. You could have done that in a futuristic setting. Nobody knows what music is anymore. And how do humans cope with the fact that they don't have music anymore? They don't know anything about it, or make it illegal, make it you can't do this. Go to a random planet. You could do that. You wanted to do celestial garbage. And then next week's episode from the trailer,
I just saw
looked interesting.
I didn't see enough of it to really get.
It's like 3 screens. The whole idea is they're on a battlefield. They get trapped there, and I think it's going to be a whole episode where Shooty Gatwa has to try to actually act.
Here's the thing,
because they're trying to cross a minefield.
Here's the thing. They're in the middle of a minefield, all right. Here's the thing about all of this. so far, as we said, the agenda's there. It's just been light. The egregious stuff is the acting, the writing, and the complete disrespect for Doctor Who is what we're seeing so far. That is the biggest problem I've seen. I alluded to fact talking when we talked about Space Babies. He told them his name. That is, you just can't do that, and not in that way. So, but we'll be back here. You catch Dermy's reviews separate from this. I will be making clip reviews of what we talked about here, putting up on my channel, trying to keep them short because I don't want to go on and on, but that's what you expect from us. So we'll be here. We may have guests. We'll see how that works out going forward, or it may just be us. We don't know.
Can we make Jed watch one episode?
If he's still here, he already said he's not going to do it. He wants to be happy in life.
I don't care. Because of Jed, I got back into it. I want to torture him.
Listen, I'll see what I can do.
He can watch the very last episode. That's what we'll have him do.
Okay. Hey, listen, I want him to suffer just as much as we do, because he made us suffer watching all the other stuff, and we only got into it back to torch this shit because he made us suffer, and we see how cathartic it is for other people. Yeah. So either way, guys, thank you all for being here. Dermy, you wanna promote anything else this week?
Actually, come back here in about an hour or so, and we'll be doing Saturday Charity. That's where I usually play a game with a bunch of the guys, and we'll talk all sorts of different topics, hang out, have a good time. We're doing Final Fantasy 14 online right now. I know Adam will be there, but that'll be back here on my channel, so go check that out. Those are usually longer, but more chilled back and sometimes goofier streams.
Yeah, we go for hours. We'll talk random shit while trying to play. Sometimes we will be playing seriously. Sometimes we won't. Sometimes we'll play together. Sometimes we won't. But that's what Final Fantasy 14 is. It's going to allow us to play together at the same time, yet not at times. So I'll be there. I won't be streaming it. I need to not stream anymore today, but I'll be on the stream. And as for me, tomorrow is Sunday, so Roundtable, 2 p.m. Eastern, right back here on this channel, where we'll talk about the week's events, including this little bit, because I have to basically annoy Jed with it. I have to. It's required. Then tomorrow, I'll see if I can get some more Stellar Blade in. We'll see how the day goes. I don't like to stream over Get Ranked when it's going on. That's the thing. I don't like to stream over Devil when he's doing that. Then Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern, Mellow Mondays right back here. And rest of the week, we'll see how the week goes. Other reviews, takes, situations. We're coming up on a lot of stuff to talk about review-wise. Acolyte, Hot D Season 2, more of this crap. We'll be here. We do it because you don't have to. We suffer so you don't have to. And I promise I will work on a fresh introduction for us for next week, guys. So thank you, Dermy, for being here. And joining me, and we're gonna suffer through this. We'll make it.
Yeah,
it might not be much left of us, but we'll get there.
Listen, the reward at the end of this is Acolyte and Hot D.
Dude, I'm gonna be doing Acolyte at the same time as this. You understand me? It's good. Anyway, all right. Good night, everybody. Take it easy.